dangerous it is. It's gonna take a lot more than robots and aliens to slow a dragon down.
If she's gonna go further, then I am too. If we can beat up a giant praying mantis thing together, then who knows what else we can do.
So, this actually requires a lot more history on my part. Back in June, Two Best Friends Play put out a Let's Play of Freedom Planet. I watched only the first 4 minutes, got bored, and then moved on to something else. 9 days later, Sega and Sandaru Games announced that they would be making a sequel to the moderately panned 3DS version of Sonic Boom. In anger and frustration, I got off my butt and made a rant specifically at Sega regarding the game and their poor treatment of fans. In that video, I said this.
Heck, there was a Sonic-esque game that just came out. It was Freedom Planet, I think it was called, and I heard a lot of good things about that, and I may one day pick it up. I'm probably going to pick it up during the summer sale.
About 10 days later, I purchased Freedom Planet off Steam due to a daily deal that the community earned and finally played it. So, being the Sonic fan that I am, I think it's time to give Freedom Planet a crack and voice my thoughts and opinions.
Not today. Let's go!
Freedom Planet originally started out as a Sonic the Hedgehog fan game, but game creator Steven Taduro realized that it really wouldn't be his own work and sought out to create something more unique in his own way. Freedom Planet's style and design is very reminiscent of a Sega Genesis 2D side-scroller, paying homage to stuff like Sonic the Hedgehog, Rocket Knight Adventures, and Gunstar Heroes in its models and animations. The game has insanely beautiful 2D sprites, colorful and distinct backgrounds, and incredible set pieces. It actually tends to lean more the medieval Chinese locales with a modern twist on it. But enough about fancy smancy visuals. Freedom Planet really shined through in its gameplay. There are 3 playable characters: Lilac, Carol, and Mila. Lilac the Dragon is basically the Sonic of the game with her own unique twist. She can punch, kick, do a shoryuken, and even do a flying twirl double jump, which will take up some energy. She runs very fast and can even charge up a boost that goes in 6 directions, a la Rocket Knight Adventures. The boost will take up all your energy bar, so you don't spam it as much as you like to. Carol the Wildcat is one of the more unique of the cast. Carol is not as fast as Lilac, but that works to her advantage. She can pounce, wall jump like Mega Man X, and use scratches and a barrage of kicks for attacks. However, once Carol gets that gasoline tank, she gets on her motorcycle, and it's exhilarating as all heck. Carol is much faster, has a double jump that morphs into a screw attack, can dash to gain more speed, and ride up walls. Mila is the slowest of the group, but in return, she uses green energy to make shields, picks up objects and throws them, and shoots beams with the same energy. She can also dig to find secret items hidden in dirt. And oh, did I mention she can fly? Like a certain other Sonic character? She has unique stages, but can only be played in classic mode, so for those looking for the 3rd playable character, you know where to look. My personal favorite to play as was definitely Lilac for her speed and dragon boost, but that doesn't mean the other characters are slouches at all. Far from it, in fact. Level design also fits for each character. They can have some of the same levels across, but even having their own unique level, like one which focuses on boosting and have a super boost for Lilac, a stage with Carol with sections entirely based on wall climbing, and Mila's first stage helps to teach how to play as her by her level design alone. So when you play a level that you already been to with another character, you still get a different experience. Each stage even has cards which unlock certain things in the extras menu, like music, voice clips, and concept art. Some of these can be found with any character, or you'll need a different character's ability to find certain ones. There's even a break the targets mode to practice timing attacks. And you can play Mojang. I'm not kidding. Freedom Planet really nails down the thing that most generic 2D indie platformers don't do, and that's feeling. Whenever you're just simply running through the beautiful town of Shuigan and Fortunite, jumping from ship to ship, destroying cannons in Sky Battalion, which actually reminds me of Eggman Fleet from Sonic Heroes, or taking on the next boss with a lot of tension, Freedom Planet never lets up on that feeling of energy and excitement. Hearing the sound of Carol's motorcycle revving up, charging up Lilac's Dragon Boost, then letting release, destroying enemies while going through it, and seeing her cocky yet determined smile is what made the game worth it, at least for me. It helps that this is all held out by an awesome soundtrack. Even while writing this review, I was actually listening to the music, which gave me more inspiration to continue writing about this game. The tracks here fit perfectly for each level, and the tunes will leave you with feelings of awe, motivation, determination, fear, and even curiosity. The story of Freedom Planet is not the greatest piece of fiction ever put to a video game, however, I enjoyed it a lot. The voice acting is surprisingly top-notch, especially for this kind of title. Shoutouts to Xander Braga for his deep and menacing Brevin voice.
How shall I explain this? I'm gifting your son with my knowledge. It will make him the most powerful ruler your world has ever known. And he will answer to no one but me.
No! Murderer!
Prepare the Snatcher.
Its pacing is actually just right, but the tone can be a little off-putting. For example, without spoiling anything, you can go from a scene of Brevin massacring a bunch of soldiers to a scene of Lilac, Carol, and Mila all being bored and deciding to watch a movie.
Sure. Why not?
What kind of movies do you like, Mila?
I like being surprised.
Speaking of dark twists, I was a bit surprised at some of the choices made in the story by the writers. I don't hate them, but I felt they were a little odd. However, I enjoyed when characters were just having fun together, and it's hard not to crack a smile whenever they're just doing what they do. There are even some dramatic moments, and also hyper-heroic moments and speeches.
You think you can just walk into this conflict, don't you? Well, I have news for you. This isn't your fight!
It was the moment you brought it to our homeworld!
So, the Duckman couldn't keep his mouth shut. Well, I hope he realizes that he just cost you your life!
You'll have to take it first, Snake Man!
Most likely, if you're fine with stories that don't take themselves too seriously, then you'll enjoy Freedom Planet's story. Even cooler is that there's an option to just stick to gameplay too. So if you just want to play this awesome game, just select Classic when you start your save file. So if you are a guy who's itching for a new Sonic game, or if you want to play a Sega Genesis type game that's lighthearted and fun, Freedom Planet is worth checking out. You can find Freedom Planet for purchase off the website, or you can buy it off Steam. And starting today, Freedom Planet is available for purchase for the Wii U on the Nintendo eShop through the Nindies at Home program. And in the near future, there will be DLC for Freedom Planet. Overall, Freedom Planet gets a hearty recommendation from yours truly, and I wouldn't be lying that I would like to see a sequel to this. You're still here? Well, thanks for watching and sticking around. If you want, you can check out my other videos, like, comment, subscribe, or just buy the game. Or you guys can vote if you want to see me do more videos on AAA developer titles or more indie games. The link to vote will be in the description. I also opened up a Facebook page, and I have a Twitter. Catch you next time.
I'm telling the truth!
You know, for kids!